Call in, guys. Talk to me nice.
Welcome back to Sports Tea. Welcome back to Sports Tea.
Talk to me nice. Nice. Call in, guys. Talk to me nice. Call in, guys. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Sports Tea. Good morning. I hope that you guys are having a good morning so far. Happy Tuesday. As you guys know, the Lakers beat the Mavericks last night. Oh my gosh. And I have to say, I have to give LeBron James so much credit because he was an incredible sidekick to Luka Doncic last night. I mean, it was an emotional game, let me just say. Luka was crying to the refs, LeBron too. I mean, they were both crying back and forth. They seemed to have the game in the bag handedly. But I mean, in true Laker fashion, they started to lose the lead in the second half. I mean, Kyrie Irving, did you guys see what he did last night? Oh my God. But before we get into this Lakers game, I do want to talk about the breaking news. Diana Taurasi, legendary WNBA player, is retiring. She has announced her retirement. And quite frankly, I am not surprised that she didn't do a farewell tour. I mean, it's not surprising. She was god awful in this past season. She talked all that junk about the rookies and how they were going to struggle. And I mean, she was right. They did struggle, especially Caitlin Clark. That wasn't cap. But, you know, Diana Taurasi was a damn cone on defense. They had the nerve to put her on the Olympic team. And, I can't blame fans all over the world for criticizing the decision not to put Caitlin Clark on the team when you go ahead and put Diana Taurasi, who had no business being there. Skylar Diggins could have been there. Just so many other options, quite frankly. You didn't even need that many guards. She did not add anything to that Olympic squad. And I thought that was a shameful decision to put her there. She looked awful. At least when LeBron James was there, he showed up, he showed out in several games, and, they at least orchestrated that offense around him to make him shine, to help him look good, to help him be the MVP that they were orchestrating for him. So anyhow, good riddance to Diana Taurasi, 20-plus year career in the WNBA. Definitely a legendary career. She has the stats to back it up. The titles in college, she played for UConn, legendary team, and then she went on to have an amazing career. But I'm ready for her to go. Thank you for your service, Diana Taurasi. So now back to the Lakers Mavericks game, guys. Let's just jump right in. Kyrie Irving led all scorers and players on the team, and do you guys see who he's been playing with? Like, the Mavericks without Anthony Davis, they don't look good. They don't. Max Christie played awful last night. I mean, I view him as a really good perimeter defender, but he did not deliver. PJ Washington missed every single shot he took. I have never seen anything like it before. He missed every single wide open layup. Kyrie Irving had no help at all last night. That game, I loved every minute of the game because Kyrie Irving willed that team back to life. Klay Thompson, he was sensational last night. In true Klay Thompson fashion, he heated right up in the third quarter. And they both together willed this team back to life. And they almost kicked the Lakers' ass. I mean, it would have been a shameful, embarrassing loss if Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson beat both Luka Doncic and LeBron James. I mean, LeBron was quiet for most of the game until the fourth quarter, and we're going to take a look. I'm going to show you guys some graphics right now. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the team stats. When you take a look at what Kyrie Irving was able to do, he was 100% from the free throw line. He did not fold. This is a man who showed up and showed out. He is proving all the narratives wrong. He's proving why he deserved a spot on the All-Star team from the outset, not as a replacement, but from the outset. He should have been an All-Star. But, it's the media, the cabal in the NBA that, didn't like his belief system, that creates all this negative media attention about Kyrie Irving. And look, I'll be the first to admit that I thought that Kyrie Irving was a flat earth idiot, but a sensational basketball player. I will never forget his comments about the earth being flat. And I don't forgive him for that. But he is an incredible leader of this Mavericks team, and he needs to be celebrated for this. 35 points last night. He looked damn near mythical out there. Last night, before the game was even over, I said to myself, I'm getting a Kyrie Irving Mavericks jersey tomorrow. I have it on order right now. I couldn't even wait. He played incredible last night, and I am so proud of Kyrie Irving. But let's just go back to these team stats. When you take a look, the Lakers made, a few more field goals than the Mavericks. They did shoot they shot so much better from the floor. And when you take a look, how did the Lakers beat the Mavericks last night? How did this happen? It happened because the Mavericks could not hit a damn shot. They couldn't score. They hit way more shots from behind the arc, but the Lakers killed the Mavericks in the paint. Without Anthony Davis, I mean, imagine if Anthony Davis was there. It could have been a blowout for the Lakers. The Lakers completely exploited their lack of rim protection. Look at this. 44% to their 35% in field goal percentage. They got to the line, so there was a huge free throw disparity. And yes, the Lakers were at home, so we knew that there was going to be home cooking happening. We knew that the refs were going to favor them from the free throw line, and surely they did. I mean, LeBron James was charging an offensive fouling through the lane, just bum rushing the damn lane constantly, crying about fouls and getting them. Austin Reeves, he was out there getting fouls like he's Michael Jordan himself. You would have thought that he was God in gym shorts the way that the refs were giving him fouls. The Lakers are just clearly, they are going to get help at home. The refs are going to cheat for the Lakers. That's going to happen. And even with the cheating that was occurring, the Mavericks stayed in that game. They could not take the lead to save their life, even though they had so many opportunities. The Mavericks lost this game themselves. The Lakers really didn't do anything special except exploit the fact they had no rim protector. Okay. I mean, the Lakers had more turnovers than the Mavericks. The Mavericks took care of the ball. The Mavericks played, I would say they played better almost defensively. They equally assisted the ball. I mean, the Lakers had one more assist, but they killed them in rebounds. Killed. The Mavericks got no offensive rebounds. They had barely any, second chance points. I mean, and they beat the Lakers on the offensive glass, but the Lakers had 44 defensive rebounds to their 31. I mean, they had fast break points. They conceded, the Mavericks conceded some points on turnovers, but it was the points in the paint. That is where the Mavericks lost this game. That's where the Lakers were able to kill. They killed them in the paint. They outscored them in the paint by almost 20 points. The Lakers, of course, they had, their largest lead was 16 points, and it dwindled down. The Mavericks, they walked the Lakers down. It was a very close game, and they had several opportunities to win, but the Lakers pulled away. The Lakers pulled away. So, Kyrie Irving, he was sensational. He outscored everybody on the floor. Let's just go ahead and take a look at what players did individually. I mean, when you take a look at what PJ Washington did, he literally scored 0 points and played 35 minutes. You can't win like that. Kyrie Irving he played a godlike game. Klay Thompson hit shot after shot, big shots. I mean, what else could Kyrie Irving have done? 100% from the free throw line, 50% from three. The only thing, and I'm going to say this was Kyrie Irving's biggest mistake, and I would say not really a mistake, but I mean, he was tired. You could see that he was being double and triple teamed, and his finishing at the rim, he could not finish at the rim last night. He missed almost every shot that he took when he attacked the rim. He missed some wide open layups as well. He was just missing every layup. I think he only made 2 points in the maybe 2 to 4 points in the paint, maybe 2 shots, and we're gonna take a look at shot selection because I find that to be really important in this case. But, yeah, when you take a look at what the other players on the team did, Max Christie scored 10 points. He played 37 minutes, and he missed shot after shot at the rim as well. He was 4 of 13 last night. Pitiful, pathetic. PJ Washington, 0 of 9, 35 minutes. You can't win like that. You can't. Complete waste of offensive space. Kyrie Irving had to literally, it was 1-on-5. It was 2-on-5, him and Klay Thompson. Even Marshall. Marshall was just, he was like 0% from 3. He couldn't hit a shot from behind the arc. And every time they pass it to him, I'm like, why the hell are you giving him the ball? He's cold. Spencer Dinwiddie, he was okay last night. He didn't do anything spectacular. Yes, he was 50% from 3. Yes, he hit his free throws, but he missed shots at the rim. Everybody on the Mavericks could not buy a shot at the rim. It was awful. It was disgusting. And they could have won. They shot themselves out of the game, guys. They completely lost this game themselves. Then you go to the Lakers, LeBron James had heroics in the fourth quarter. I don't know why it's showing him as a -5. Maybe it's because he played awful throughout the rest of the game. Quarters 1 through 3, he just wasn't that great. He was showing that, he's going to continue to defer to Luka. He was letting this be Luka's big game. He wanted Luka to have another blackout game, get the revenge on his team. Totally get that. Fine. Totally fine. I'm here for it. But when he saw what they needed to do to win, and I'm very proud of LeBron James. He shot very well in the fourth quarter. He came up big. He saw opportunities to score in the paint. He took them at will. He played sensational. I think the only thing that I saw that was, just true LeBron fashion that I sat there, literally, I let out a huge laugh is when he sits there and airballs from free throw. I just don't understand that. I don't understand superstars airballing from free throw land and it's not all over like, an Instagram reel. I don't get it. It should be everywhere. You airball from free throw, that's embarrassing. Anyhow, rant over. When you take a look at what the Lakers did last night, Luka, he had started to have a tantrum in the second half. When the Mavericks started coming back, you could see that Luka could not handle it. He was it took him out of his game. He had to sit out again for a couple minutes in the fourth quarter. He was out of the game. It was LeBron James as Luka's sidekick. Okay, he played the sidekick role and he played it very well, but he was the hero in the fourth quarter. Hands down, it was LeBron James. And all the announcers were talking about, all the commentators were talking about was Luka Doncic and his triple-double. And I thought it was hilarious. For once, LeBron is playing the role of having to save the superstar player on the team and not getting the credit for it. I absolutely love it. I think it's so rich. I think it's so hilarious. And LeBron knows it. He knows it. The game wasn't even over, and he's storming through the tunnel because he knows it's going to be all about Luka and his triple-double. And sure enough, it was. He couldn't even get off the court before they were congratulating Luka Doncic and his triple-double. It is just amazing. I mean, I just couldn't stop laughing. And it's so crazy because LeBron James at 40 years old is in so many ways a better player than Luka Doncic. He's got the athleticism. You see, he can run up and down the court. He was the fastest on the floor last night. You should have seen him running and sprinting down the court playing defense. And Luka's just huffing and puffing, can't even run, jump, or get up and down the court. It's hilarious. And now LeBron James is Luka Doncic's sidekick, because Luka is the future of the Lakers. Fat Luka Doncic is the future of the Lakers, and LeBron James is the greatest sidekick now. And this is just so fitting, so hilarious. And I don't know if LeBron is doing it on purpose. There could be a few reasons why he's just storming through the tunnel. It's Luka's team now. Maybe he's going to give up the team to him in total and he's planning on leaving. Maybe he wants us to pontificate about that. I don't know. Perhaps he's saying this is Luka's team now. He should have the shine. It's not all about me anymore. Let me just go through the tunnel, do my job, wait for my little interview where they're going to ask me a shit ton of questions about Luka Doncic and his triple double and what it's like for me to play with him and mentor him. Who knows what he's really thinking when he leaves the court, doesn't congratulate the other players, doesn't dap up Kyrie Irving, his quote unquote boy that he threw under the bus and said he was so wrong for what he did. Um, yeah, this game, I loved every single minute of this game. I loved it. The lead that the Lakers had, the way they lost the lead in true Laker fashion, the way the Mavericks was willing their team to a win, the way the NBA referees were just cheating for the Lakers to try to get them over this hump. And it was still not enough that Kyrie Irving outscored everybody on the floor. It just wasn't enough for the Mavericks to overcome the Lakers. And, LeBron James, his athleticism and his will to win in the fourth quarter was just sensational and, nothing short of heroic. We're going to take a look at the shot selection. I mean, take a look at this. When you take a look all quarters, and I put Kyrie and LeBron head to head with each other just because they were the highest scorers on their team. So you take a look at Kyrie Irving, and he made so many shots from three. Look at him. I mean, incredible shooter. 5 3-pointers. But when you take a look, he missed damn near every shot that he took in the paint. Almost all of his mid-ranges were a miss. He hit a very difficult shot a very difficult midi in the corner baseline mid-range shot. It was beautiful. He looked like he looked like a god in gym shorts last night, and that's why I have his Mavericks jersey on order. Every single thing that I've wanted to see from Kyrie Irving, I'm seeing it now on this team. He's playing, he's participating, he is leading. And these are all things that everybody, and I believe that everybody's known that Kyrie Irving could do. So, and then when you take a look at the fourth quarter, he even came up big in the fourth quarter. He hit a big three to tie the game, I believe. Then he hit two more shots in the paint or two mid ranges. And LeBron, when you take a look at what LeBron did, damn near heroic. Look at all these shots he hit. A three, big ass three in the fourth quarter that he hit. Really clutch three. And I'm going to say LeBron was clutch last night. He took full advantage. He hit a very difficult mid-range shot. I think it was a fadeaway mid-range. And then his shots in the paint, they were very timely. They were exploitating the fact that the Mavericks had nobody to protect the rim. They had no defense in the paint. Very, very good fourth quarter played by LeBron James. And when you take a look, this was, he put up the most shots in the fourth quarter. He did what it took to win. He was a true sidekick, a true role player. He was a great role player last night. He just did what it took to win. He wasn't trying to be the man all game. He just did what it took to win. And yes, he did shoot a couple bricks. I think in the third quarter, he was just bricking shots. It was god awful. But fourth quarter rolled around and he stepped up. And we have to give him credit for that. I'm going to give LeBron James credit. He was the greatest sidekick to Luka Doncic last night. And, they won the game because of LeBron James. If not for LeBron James' heroics in the fourth quarter, the Lakers would lose that game and it would have been embarrassing. And he knew they could not lose that game. He knew Luka couldn't lose that game for his dignity. So not only was he a great teammate last night because he knew it was a must win for Luka, he just did what it took to win. I'm proud of LeBron James. I'm proud of the Lakers. Now, with that being said, I want to talk about something that has flown under the radar, that has been a huge miss. Okay. I think in the media, nobody's talking about it. Everybody's silent, except maybe like the Dallas channels or, anybody talking about the Mavericks. But Kyrie Irving's leadership that has been on display, and I'm not going to spend so much time on this. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to also start to get ready for work. But Kyrie Irving has been a sensational leader for the Dallas Mavericks. He has shown up and showed out without Luka Doncic, without Anthony Davis. He has had a depleted Mavericks team. People are injured. I mean, this team could not score. You saw it with your own two eyes. He's got to put up with the Klay Thompson up and down. You never know when Klay's going to be hot or not. Kyrie Irving has been willing this team to win. He's been playing sensational. He's been leading by example. He's been inspirational for his Mavericks team. He was the real leader last year in the finals. He had to beg and push, physically push Luka Doncic to play defense in the finals. Kyrie Irving is a leader. The media needs to congratulate him. They were wrong when they did not select him to be an all-star the first time around. He should not have been a replacement. He should have been an all-star immediately from the outset because of what he's been able to do. He should be in MVP conversations because of what he's been able to do on this Mavericks team. In the absence of another superstar, the way he's been carrying them to wins without Anthony Davis, a huge part of their team. And, I want to play something for you because people often say that, Kyrie Irving doesn't say the right things. He's not a leader. He doesn't sound like a leader. He is, confrontational, all these things. And I mean, he sat face to face with someone who was very heavily critical of him, Malika Andrews. And I'm going to play for you this soundbite. I think that it's just wonderful. And this is just a testament to Kyrie Irving's leadership and the great, amazing job that he's been doing for the Mavericks. Let's hear it.
It's one of the biggest and most stunning trades in the history of the league. And I'm sure he thought it was never going to happen in his career.
This deal materialized in the shadows. This came out of nowhere.
Blockbuster doesn't really even describe what happens here.
We'll be talking about this trade as arguably the worst trade in the history of this league.
Just really shocked and miss my hermano. We had a lot of time together. We just built some bonds that went beyond the basketball court.
It's been an eventful 2 weeks for the Mavericks organization. You going from a veteran leader of this franchise to the leader of this franchise. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm taking it one day at a time. But also, just kind of enjoying the process of the changing environment. As hard as that when the sound's coming out, it's just like you still got to find a way to find joy and make sure everybody is good, and we're all human, so we're all going to feel for each other.
I imagine it's a little bit of a roller coaster that you're kind of going through as well. This is a group that has had sort of the same core, right? The same face of the franchise for the last 5 years, and then all of a sudden that changes.
It's a little bit of a different change, but we're going to have to adjust and adapt and have fun doing so. Basketball can't be, a place where, we're trying to dump our emotions on all the time. Our predecessors, people who have come before us, have dealt with so many other things as well. So for me, that's what gave me peace of mind, is knowing that it's history in the league. It didn't just change for us, it changed for the dynamics of many different teams. And now it's for us, it's on us, it's our responsibility to be professionals.
We kept it between us. We had to keep it tight. Jay Kidd didn't know about it.
What have you thought about the way that Luka's been spoken about by upper management?
Part of our jobs every day to deal with the public space, but there were real relationships that were built behind the scenes that will transcend just the basketball court and, coaching and then upper management. And I know that for my own peace of mind, just because we not only had 2 years together, but we got a chance to know each other as men. And hopefully we can tailor back on some of the public criticism aspects of it and really just maintain, the kindness and the compassion that we have for each other that's real every day, not just one moment or a soundbite that ends up being described as something that could be taken out of context. That's what I feel like is going on right now. People are highly emotional. I'm not the one to shun anybody, whether it be in a public forum or behind the scenes, and trying not to have that honesty.
I got Anthony Davis as your teammate. You have a whole kind of new identity and squad here. I know it's been a limited sample size, but do you see the vision of sort of this supersized lineup with you kind of in the middle, the hub of it all?
Yeah, we had how many minutes together?
Yeah.
Like, and I think
26.
everybody saw it. And it was a microcosm of just the impact that AD makes, and then also having Gaff, and when you look at the potential of D Live being put in there with him, and then PJ, who's emerging as a young star in our league, and we also got Max Christie, who was high level player for the Lakers, and we're getting healthy at the right time. No matter who's in, we got to take care of this.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like.
Hey guys, I mean, look, Kyrie Irving's clearly not going to win MVP. He's not going to be in the discussion. I mean, he was barely an all-star. I just think that the way that he's been treated by the media, the lack of recognition that he's received, that's what I want to shine a light on. So, yes, I'm going way to the extreme to say that he should be MVP. I know that that's a long shot. I know that that's not going to happen. I'm just really trying to shine a light on the fact that Kyrie Irving has been balling. Not only has he been balling, but he's been a leader. He's been reaching back and lifting up his teammates when they play like shit. He's not blaming them. He's not berating them. He's not throwing anybody under the bus. And when you listen to that clip and that interview that he did with Malika Andrews, I mean, you have to respect it. He's not throwing Luka under the bus. Fat Luka, a guy who is just looks like this. He doesn't think that he should be thrown under the bus. He doesn't think that he should be spoken poorly about. A guy that couldn't be bothered to show up to the NBA with anything better than a dad bod. But he's never going to talk about him because he had a relationship with him. That was his teammate. He's not going to talk bad. He's going to move on with the pieces that he has with Anthony Davis, with this next group. And he's grateful. He's grateful to be there. He's grateful to have a job in the NBA after all of the adversity that he's faced. He damn near was out of the league. And look at how he's matured. Look at how he's showing up. And he's always been very well spoken. He's always, been somebody who's respectful. The media tried to blackball him. The NBA tried to blackball him. But Kyrie Irving, it kind of reminds me of Kobe Bryant when the NBA went away from him, but yet they couldn't deny him because he was so great. The NBA went away from him because of the personal issues he was having, and you just could not deny Kobe Bryant's greatness. And look, Kyrie Irving's not on the level of Kobe Bryant. He's an undersized guard, but he is just incredible on the floor. And today I'm going to celebrate him, and I'm going to say that he is the leader that everybody was saying that he wasn't, that they lied. The media lied. These media narratives and, he's not a leader. He can't lead a team. Those were all narratives, one, to pump up LeBron James and his legacy and to say that he did everything alone. And, it just wasn't true. You can't win titles alone. You have to have really solid number twos. And Kyrie's one of the best number twos that have ever lived next to Scottie Pippen. I would say that he deserves a lot more credit than, what we give him credit for. And I just think that he needs to be celebrated. His leadership needs to be celebrated. And that's what I'm doing today. So congratulations to Kyrie Irving. You held it down last night for the Mavericks. You helped them stay in that game. You and Klay Thompson got them back in the game. So, I really appreciate you all for joining the stream today. Thank you so much. I hope everybody has a good morning. And I will see you guys later tonight. So have a wonderful day, and like, share, and subscribe. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button. Let's run up these likes. Let me see how many we've got going so far. So we have about 80 people watching. Let's see it. Where are we at? We have 42 likes. Okay, let's run it up. Let's see. All righty, guys. Thanks so much. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. TMD, I'll probably be live again Tonight, I'm thinking I would love to go before 11, but probably somewhere around that time. Alrighty. Have a good one, guys. Talk soon. Bye bye.